So Galvin cleared PMP in his first attempt. The journey of PMP is always fascinating, as we are sharing daily journeys of people who have cleared PMP. And you can see that each person have different thing, different areas to talk about, how they cleared PMP. And I really love these talks and I really love to know the insights of PMP exam. So Galvin, first of all, congratulations on clearing PMP. So please state right now where you are and why you wanted to do PMP, and then we will.
Sure, sure. Thanks. Hope you can hear me well, Amit.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, and hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. Amir, right?
Yeah, Gavin. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. First of all, thanks, Amir, for inviting me for this interview, and I'll really appreciate your time also. Actually, I'm a master's in thermal engineering. I've done my bachelor's in mechanical, then I did my master's in thermal science and engineering. Then I did my MBA in operations research in 2007. Actually, I'm born and brought up in India.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I born in Bangalore. Then I moved to France in 2013.
Okay.
Then I was there till 2017 January in France. Then because of my job, I have to move to US.
Okay.
Currently, I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
So and I have total 20 years of experience.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
completely in the predictive environment. I started my managerial journey in 2010 when I promoted as a project manager in 2010, and I was doing all these managerial roles. But it never triggered me that I have to be certified, from any of the managerial thing. Even I work for HCL America Incorporation. It's a um, IT company. So we have in different geographies also, and I represent HCL America Incorporation, and I work for the company. And we also had a lot of in-house trainings at the companies, right? For managers, they provide a lot of trainings. But many of my friends, they were PMP certified. I never thought why I didn't do that. But this year I had a what do you call revolution, right? Everybody has their own dreams to do some certification. This year I dedicated mainly for my upskilling, how I can improve my skills and I can get certified myself. And I also want to challenge myself: am I a good manager or not? Whether I'm a people kind of a person, or whether I have a leadership skill, whether what kind of leadership skills I have, what kind of power I have. I want to explore myself, and that triggered me in the month of January 2021.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then I took 35 hours class in Percipio on January 26, 2021. And after that, I started my journey, and I have made up my mind that I have to take the interview, I have to take the test in the month of March or April when I get my dates right. So I
Okay.
was looking for actually, I wanted to take a center based testing for sure, because I want to have that environment. Uh, you know, uh, I knew I want to get that space. If I take that at home, and I have two kids, I know that they will come and knock the door, and I won't be concentrating
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
right?
Makes
So
sense.
yeah, so that yeah. So then I took a test. I took a center-based test in Charlotte downtown area, but the early date I could able to get was March 2nd, and the next date was available in April third week. So then I targeted for April. I know it was very stringent and a crushed timeline, but I still wanted to challenge myself since I was already executed 10 years of experience with managerial skills. I just wanted to see how I can do it. Then I started my journey. January 27th, I had my plannings. Okay, every day I have to do like that. Every day I used to spend 2 hours, 2 hours every day. From once I finish my job at 7:30 in the evening, I used to sit 11:30 to 1:30 midnight, and I used to go through all the materials. I mean, let me talk about the materials I referred. I started PM Box Edition 6. Okay, then I never read with word by word or page by page. I just went through all 10 knowledge areas, and the process groups, initiating, planning, or something like that. And there were a lot of almost around 49 sub processes over there, and it was very difficult for me to remember all those things.
Yeah.
So I just
Yeah.
just glanced through PM Box 6, just glance through PM Box 6. I was also looking parallelly in YouTube's. I was just looking for quicker handy things, right?
Okay. Okay.
Then I found your video that I think you took one session, maybe 30 minutes glance, 30 minutes PM Box, some ITTOs and things like that. So I
Yes.
just glanced through your video, okay, in the month of January. So it was
Okay.
very, how the process flows, how the things like that. I saw your video in January, and after that, I never visited your channel. Then after that, I want to prepare myself, right? Before I need to go, I need to prepare myself, right? So then I went ahead with PM Box 6. I finished it. Then I took PMI suggested agile book. I never went by word by just glancing through. Okay, what are the keywords I can just grasp it, and I used to make a note of it. I had a full 200-page notebook. Okay, I have my own notebook. I just started writing those things because I'm a person. Whenever I read, I want to write it. So that will, in my
Yeah.
mind, I do that. And I used to use the highlighters, red highlighters and green highlighters to show, okay, I need to remember these words, what this word means. And I also wanted to see the alternative meanings, equivalent meanings for those words. Sometimes you don't know, right? In exams, you may get a different word. It's not about understanding the concepts. Also need to know some critical words, how I can grasp those things. Then after that, I went with Head First. It's Head Start, I think, if I'm not wrong. It's Head Start, if with Agile and PMP. Again, I went through all the questions. It's 25 questions per chapter. So, in a nutshell, what I can tell Amir, is by February 3rd week, I read everything. Okay, everything was there on the notebook, and I started taking the test. I took 4 tests, 4 hours each. Okay, first test I got 49%. Second test I got 73%. Third test I got 65%, and fourth test I got 62%. It was declining, so I
Which
lost my confidence.
which mocks you were doing?
I think I was referring Simply Learn. So I had a subscription for that, and they had 4 tests. It was not exactly, I can say, 2021 modified one. It has had more of an predictive environment, bit of agile. But still, I wanted to try. I studied everything. I want to see where I stand. And exam was only 2 weeks away. I want to see where I stand today. If I want to, speed up something, I can work it out. Again, that really drained my confidence. Okay, so then I wanted to reschedule my test. I logged in
Okay.
again to reschedule, and no dates were there till September.
Oh. Oh.
So center based till
Okay.
September in Charlotte, where I want to take. There was no. Then I thought, oh, this is not going to work out for me. So if I drop the ball now, I'm not going to catch up.
Okay.
So what I did was, that's where your video came into picture for me. Okay. Again, I went back to your videos. You
Okay.
made 2 videos which was very critical for any PMP aspirants. Even I recommend them also. You were interviewing a person who cleared his test, and he mentioned a video while going in the car. He went by what is the need for a project, what is a business case. You gave the entire flow. Okay, you gave the entire flow. Then I was looking for that video, what video he was mentioning. Then I found that video. It was maybe 6 to 7 minutes of your video. You start from what is the need of the project, what is the business case, what is the business, what is the benefits management plan. Then you start with the PMP, then identifying the stakeholders. You gave a very beautiful way of connecting the dots.
Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
that was missing for me. That was missing for me. I read by silos. Okay, initiating as a silo, planning as a silo, execution as a silo. There was no connecting dots. How I can read a story, right? For me, how to connect those dots. That your video triggered me a lot of confidence. Oh, this okay, like that. Why stakeholder engagement management is engagement plan is required. Then again, you went with the risk management. Then again, with what is the positive opportunities and threats. You give different scenarios, give an example. So that's where I could able to connect the dots. Then what I did, once the story was there, then you also made almost 47 videos, 1 hour each, of 10 questions. I think per video. I think.
Yeah, daily
Okay,
questions. Yeah, daily questions
I
video.
gone through all your videos.
Okay.
After that, what I did was, Amir, what I did was, I just started looking into your videos. Okay,
Okay.
I
Okay.
stopped. I stopped reading the books. I started only going through. A morning, I used to 1 hour. I used to take your videos. I used to just skip through only the question. there was a lot of chat. A lot of people will join your sessions, right?
That was the
It was
original
pretty
thing.
amazing, all over the world.
Yeah. That
Okay.
original
I gone through all your videos. Okay. I was not part of any of the live session, but started with, I think I started with your video number 30, I think, if I'm not wrong. Then you gave some 10 questions. You give 1 minute for each, because time management is very important for the exam. No, I can read through the exam for hours together, right? To give an example, but how quickly we find the answer and get the right answer is really important. So that's what I learned. You used to give 1 minute, guys. Yeah, 1 minute time. Read the question, make the answer, then you go to the next question, right? So that was really helping me to watch my time, whether I'm doing it in 1 minute, whether I'm doing it in 2 minutes. Sometimes questions are bigger, you can take 3 minutes. So how I can manage? It's 180 questions, 230 minutes, right? Roughly it is around maybe 70 seconds per question, if I take it in that way. So
okay.
time management is very important. So I think that really helped me. I went through all the questions, different kind of scenarios. I think, Amir, only I am talking. You can interrupt me at any point of time. Okay.
No, no,
So
no. I want to hear. I want to hear it. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah. So then what? Yeah. So that was really helpful. One story. The second question was your videos of all your videos up to 45. I think your last video was done on maybe 1st of March. It is 45th or 46th video. I gone through your video of that, and your questions were really amazing. Different kind of scenarios that really prepared me for the exam. Actually, if you ask me, okay. So different kind of scenarios, how you analyze the question, what are the key words you have to grasp, and the way you try to explain why this is the answer. I think I could able to say, when I saw your questions, I was about, out of 10 I could able to make 7 correct, 3 were wrong. I was hitting 70%. But for those 3, the way you were answering was really, giving me more of confidence. Yeah, this is the way, this is the missing point for me. This word I really missed it. Okay, this is where I need to concentrate more. So I think that, then again I used to go and read through my PMI books. What is entirely talks about. Maybe one of the thing you solved mainly about, what is the major difference between smoothing and collaboration. So when I read it, smoothing, it's a temporary settlement. Collaboration is a permanent. See, these kind of things, you need some mentor, right? I really call you as a coach. You really help to grab those small things.
Okay.
Our compromise always is a lose lose. Used to make those things win lose lose. And the compromise is not a good solution if collaboration is not there. If collaboration is not there, smoothing or accommodating maybe the second question, second answer, you can take it. And those kind of things has really gave a lot of confidence in me. And I think I started even before 1 hour also. When I went to the center, before 1 hour also, I was looking through your videos, if anything new question, kind of questions, whether I can get it or not. I think I think I think your analysis and analogy and explain things on change management was amazing. Okay, integrated change control. I think there was one question. There was a debate between you and the guy. I think I forgot his name. Integrated change control involves everything, right? You do what you take a change control, you do an impact analysis, then whether any risk is going to involve in that, can you use the contingencies or reserves or other kind of reserves and those kind of things. And you clearly explained the integrated change control. That really helped me, because there were a lot of questions in my exam, a lot on change control side, integrated change control. And there were a lot of questions on the stakeholder sides and the risk side. So I think if I take it in a predictive side, there are a lot of questions on that. I think I could be able to highlight those main points, and I have to strike out which was not required in the PMI, in the PMP exams. That's how I could able to uh, successfully do it with a lot of confidence. That I can tell you.
Thank you, Galvin. You gave a very detailed descriptions. So that is a very great journey, and I really loved the with passion you were sharing. That shows your dedication, how hard actually you have worked. So that's great. Okay, Galvin. Coming to the very important point. So you give the exam in center. After 60 minutes, you took 10-minute break. Then after 120 question, you took one 10-minute break, right?
Yeah, I think how it happened was I took a test early in the morning, Amir, at 7:30. 7:30 was my time, so I left early morning. Then I sat for 10 minutes. I went to the center. First 60 questions I took nearly, if you believe, I took almost 1.5 hours. I took a lot of time. Almost 90 minutes I took for 60 questions. I don't know why I took like that, because the questions were a bit lengthy. For me, each questions were 4 liners and the answers was almost 3 liners. So it came in that way. So I think it was taking time for me to understand. Then after 60 questions, I saw the clock is almost 90 minutes were gone. So then let me take a break. I took a break for 10 minutes. I came back again. The next 60 questions I could be able to do it in 70 minutes.
Okay, okay,
Okay. Then again I took a break because I want to, it's for me it was a very lengthy sitting for so long. Again I took a break for 10 minutes. Again I came back and I had almost last 60 questions I had almost maybe 50 to 60 minutes, but I could able to catch up. The last one, when I was attending 180th question, I had only 30 seconds left. So I couldn't able to get any time to go back and check, because when I did for the first time, I was pretty much sure this is right.
you
So
know,
I
you
went
know,
in that way.
Galvin, the interesting thing is that most of the time when I actually give my exam, students, that's a different thing. When I actually give my exam, I normally, when I go to review the question, one or two question I review, I get confused, I end the exam. So actually reviewing the exam mostly confuses you. So that's a good way. Okay, Galvin, coming to a very important questions. How many questions approximately were there which you have to select more than one option as answer?
Okay, I think out of 180, I had 4 to 5 questions to select two. Okay,
Okay.
and I had 2 questions to select three.
Okay, okay. And how
And
many?
it was a really toughest for it was really toughest for me to select. If you ask me,
So how many questions were match the columns? Like drag and drop, you match them.
4 questions.
Almost four questions, and they were difficult.
Yeah, I think yeah, two questions were on the right side I had three, and the left side I had five to match. And the second question also three, and there was five. And the fourth question was I had five on the one side and almost eight on the left side. So
Okay,
I had something like that.
okay.
So I think
Any
uh,
problem?
the questions, if sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
No, no. Please complete your line.
Yeah, I think on the match the following, it was not straightforward. Actually, for example, on the right side it shows product owner, scrum master, or it can tell development team. But on the left side, if you see, it will be very confusing. See, that's where you are catching words, right? So when you when you say catching words, that really will help you, to drag and drop. Maybe I had one more question on retrospection, sprint planning, iteration planning, product vision, right? So you need to have those. What is a keyword in vision? What is a keyword in retrospective? So those will help you to drag and drop
I
faster.
got it. So any fill in the blank?
No, fill in the blank. No fill in
Okay.
the blank.
Then which area? Like how many percentage of agile was there? 70% or 30%? A range. Of course, you cannot say. You cannot count on it.
Yeah,
Almost.
I think I can fairly say 40% was predictive,
Oh,
20% was hybrid, okay, and rest 40% was mainly on agile.
okay. In Agile, what was the most important? Scrum, XP, Lean. What was the most targeted area?
I had one question on lean and rest are on Scrum.
Scrum, so Scrum. And in predictive,
Yeah.
so which
Mhm.
was the most important area? Risk, communication, procurement, stakeholder. What was the most important area for example?
I saw a lot of questions on change management. Okay. The second set of questions were mainly on the stakeholder. Third one was mainly on the risk. So I have not got any questions on procurement or anything. So these are three key areas, were there for the predictive side.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to add for the PMP aspirants who are going to give exam very, very soon?
I think on the predictive side, who are preparing for the PMP, right? On the predictive side, uh, again, it's my experience. Sorry, it's my experience and my thoughts, and who are preparing from last 4 to 5 months, right? I think it will be very. I won't say it's easy because it's a very hard journey. Um, you can go and give a fair shot. I think it should be. It will be. I won't say it's easy, and for me, the critical thing was the time management, because I may be very bad in that, because my preparation time was only 5 weeks. If I would have got few more weeks, I would have got really catched up with my time management, understanding the question, digesting the question, and going through all the four questions and answering. You have to do it in 60 seconds like this. That's where I think, Amir, your thing, I really recommend that, because you had that kind of questions. You have completely mixed the questions. You go up and down, up and down, up and down. That really take you to a roller coaster. So I think that really help you out for the people. And you are fairly covered, because to be very honest with you, I have not gone through your materials. What you normally cover in Agile, but your questions, whatever, from number 1 to number 47. Even yesterday was also I was looking into your videos. I think 46 or 47th video. I think you have everything on the question per se. I think for me, you have 70 to 80% of the questions are situation based.
Okay.
Even though you read through Pimbok, Rita, Andrew, Ram Dayal, answering situation based, you need practice.
Okay.
So I think that's where I referred only your videos, to be very honest with you, because 46 videos, nothing but almost 46 hours, right? So I think I spent enough time on your videos to understand. And also, it's not a one directional communication, right? Your team is, the attendees also talk to you, give their viewpoints. I think it's a two-way communication. It's really good to have a more of a constructive and a discussion points, so that you can arrive at a common point of understanding. I think I strongly recommend, and I already shared your videos to many of my friends who are PMP aspirants. Guys, go through
Okay.
these videos. You can test your skills, what you learned, and where you stand today, and how you can improve yourself. So that's where I see your videos are very helpful. That's the reason, after completing my exam, I sent you a message in,
Thank
because you're also a main contributor in my success.
Thank you. And that really made my day. And you did send your certificate also. So, guys, that was Galvin. He just cleared PMP exam. So we are sharing these journeys of like so many students. Sundas cleared, Zan cleared, Galvin cleared. Some of my directly students, some are using the YouTube channels and all those materials. The basic purpose here to understand is that everyone exam is different. Everyone journey is different. How you do, that's on you. How you want to do, that's on you. But if you want to do yourself, as Galvin did, you have 47, 48 coaching calls and it will be updated. When you will see the video, we are going to have a next coaching call on Monday, then again on Thursday. So we will be getting nearly 50 within a week or two. So these are going to be updated. Go through those questions, understand them. And if you have any question, you can contact me. You can contact Galvin. I'm sure he will be more than happy to help you. The purpose here is that you get clear your PMP exam. And once you clear the PMP exam, do share your journey. Everyone would love to know your journey, how you did it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Galvin. And I hope you best of luck.
Thanks, Amit. Thank you.